is enough, and it's time for a change!
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some man!
Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar shoe.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is Sunday, it's episode 75 and I am the man of the hour, twice a week to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa. That's right, I'm back bitches! And you know, I'm always kicking it with the hashtag tech guy, the Wash Wizard, the Newport Knight, the gal them sugar shugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
Now people, it is today the first of the Beat the Clock quarterfinal matches and our contestant today is none other than master of the top rope elbow, Mr. Steve Dawson.
Yep, that's me.
Now today, Steve is meant to be facing off against Professor TNA, Mr. Mike Rodriguez, but it seems like he is sleeping right now. He is in America. It is 6 a.m., so we're going to wait on him, hopefully get him on a little bit later. But you know how we do. We just got to get on with the show because time don't wait for nobody. So let's just go on and get on with what we need to do. With Steve, how you been, man?
Yeah, it's been a good month. It's been a good month. My sister got married down in Cornwall, so I had a really good week down there. And got a couple of progress shows coming up, so I'm looking forward to going to them. Football season's back. Man United lost, so yeah, it's all good. A low blow, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, that was a low blow. And you've been back and forth to good old Bristol, right?
Yes, I've been down to Bristol a couple of times. Just day out with you and Vicky and all that lot. And the next week I was down there for my brother-in-law's stag, which was eventful. Went clay pigeon shooting, which was really, really good fun.
I've never been, you know. I think that probably would be good. But it's all about the paintballing, man. Shoot a fucker in the ass, that'll be all good. That's what it's all about. Shugs, yeah, again, I just said to you, it feels like I haven't spoken to you for ages, longer than 3 weeks. What you been on? How's the knee, man?
Oh, mate, the knee's fucked.
Oh.
Like I had an MRI and then I'm waiting. But I've been able to move about, so I was playing and then I just mashed it up even more by playing. So, but it's all right now. I got that long walk to work tomorrow, so we'll see how it is then.
Man, don't you ever learn? Man, it's too legit to quit on the football. Like when, oh man. Anywho, you're not getting younger, my friend, so you need to hold tight with that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did the horse racing? I know you went to the Chepstow.
Oh, mate. Out of 7 races, I won 0 races. 0. Didn't win a fucking bean. I had a few second places, and that was it. Fucking shit, man.
Piss take.
Absolutely. But like, we went and we were there, and because like Lauren's sister, her boyfriend's like Irish, so he's betting on all these horses. The one's called Paddy Sutton, and that wins. The next one's called, I don't know, fucking Hornswoggle, that wins. The next one's like
Seamus.
fucking, yeah, the next one's Seamus, and that wins. So he's betting on all the Irish ones and fucking wins all the races.
Oh my god.
I needed some horse called like Rice and Peas or like Kiss Me Neck or something.
Oh,
like
red stripe.
Yeah, red stripe.
Oh, blood clot. Oh man. No, in my luck, I would have gone there and voted on certain Z cars and fucking lost on something like that. Oh god. Anyway, we won't mention that much about United. So we're just gonna move on with that, and we're gonna move on with the show. God, I've missed you, sick heads. I fucking miss you lot. Anyway, just before we go into the full show, hashtag tech guy just kind of said to me, yo, maybe we should get some t-shirts done. And I'm thinking that is a fucking wicked idea. Now, I want to put it out to the sick heads. I'm going to ask you, Steve, as well, you know, what things should we get on the shirts? I've been speaking to Dazzy Brand, who is, you know, one of our partner in crimes with Max Wrestling Magazine. He did our logo. Been speaking to him, seeing if he could, you know, maybe mock up some shirts for us, you know, mock up some designs and see what we at. But Steve, what do you reckon? What kind of catchphrase should we have on the shirts?
I think that there should definitely be a Play My Music shirt.
Yes. Oh, I didn't think of that. I should have. I didn't. Nice one, Steve. I know. I said to Shook yesterday, should have fish in a boat. I love that saying. I love that saying. Fish in a boat. Shooks, what else do you reckon?
I just think it's like, I think the say heads need to be able to pick, really. It's the things they might think of when they think of the show, like, do you know what I mean? Little catchphrases or the different things. But like, yeah, play my music. That's a good one.
And hashtag tech guys are given. And yeah, I mean, I'll put it out onto the Twitter. I'll put it onto the seconds later on today. See what they think. See what we come back with. So yeah, okay. So let's just roll into it. Twitter, all you Twitter guys, followers out there, please follow us. That's at Sunday Segue. Segue spelled SEGUE. Also, please email us. SundaySegue@gmail.com. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Facebook. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please rate us on iTunes. We need that. iTunes, please. We need to know where we at, people. Okay. Podomatic. You can listen to us on Stitcher, Mixcloud, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Download the Sunday Segue app. That's apps.appmakr.com. All right. So we're gonna go to the shout outs right about now. Now, we are backed up to fuck with these shits because it's been ages since we've been properly on the show without pre-records and so on and so on. And obviously, Shug says it's my shit, so I have to do it. So that's why he didn't do it. So, anywho, we're backed up. So let's just roll out who we can give a shout out to, who we give a shout out to, and I'll, do the rest next week. So, shout outs to Wrestling Ramble, that's at WWE_podcast, at Lou Looney, at Lons, at WWE Need to Sign, at STP Wrestling, at Olivier, obviously got at the Wrestling NFL Guy, at Wrestling Work, at Beware the Moon Co, at Extreme Wrestling Fight, at Ringside Rambler, at Jacob Bright 15. Who else we got? We got at The Big Game Lords, at Sweetie Lily 467, at Southside WE, and at Andre Corbell. That's Andre Corbell, who is one of the hosts on Can-Am Wrestling Show. All right, again, sorry people if I couldn't find you, but I'll get you next week. Sorry about your damn luck. Right, so, Shugs, any shout-outs?
Nah.
Steve?
Yep, I'm going to give a shout out to that nice big cold ice bucket of water that you're going to be dropping over your head very, very soon, Kinny.
Yes, thanks for that. I'll be doing that later on today. So, nice one. I like the way though you was like on your video, you was like, let's do this. And then at the end you done it and you're just like, let's do this.
Yeah, my brain just totally froze. I didn't know my brain just totally like reset.
I'm thinking you said let's do this and you're doing it already. Like,
yeah.
Anywho, I will be doing that later. I want to give a shout out to Bingus. I put on Facebook yesterday that I now have to wear glasses, and he decides to throw me a couple biscuits and say it's because you're middle aged. So a big fuck you, Bingus. I also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Sherry's Berries. Actually, no, our actual sponsors. Let's give a shout out to our partners in crime. That's Max Wrestling Magazine. The September issue's coming out soon with none other than pro wrestling artist Rob Schamberger. This month's issue has been going really well with Adam Cole. Also, our supplement issues, I want to give a shout out to Craig Phoenix and Dazzy Brand. They'll be on the show soon. Also, want to give a shout out to Wrestling News Source. They're obviously one of our partners as well. So thank you, Richard Hughes, Vicky Earls, all them up there. Thank you very much. Okay, get into Raw. Fucking shit Raw. shit Raw. There's going to be a lot of rants, so let's just do this. Segment 1, Hall of Fame panel. Shugs, we start off with Hogan, HB Chisel, and Ric Flair on the panel to talk about Cena. But let's look at this rematch, all right? How do they book this match in order to get the same impact that they did at SummerSlam?
Well, start off, what did you think of SummerSlam? You went on last week, and this Raw was shit, so we may as well talk about some of them was good. So what did you think of SummerSlam and like last week's Raw?
SummerSlam was sick. SummerSlam, man, that just definitely, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a few good matches, but I loved it. The story told between Ambrose and Rollins is just sick. The lumberjack, that's the best lumberjack match I've ever seen, and I didn't think I would say that because lumberjack match, when I heard them put that stick to it, I just thought, well, that's shit. But it told a story, and it wasn't actually a lumberjack match. And I just love the way that Rollins was running and stuff. That was wicked. And then the way they booked Lesnar and Cena was just, I didn't see that coming. And it was the best way to do. But they should have did that the first time Lesnar came back to WWE. They should have just booked him like that. But obviously, beggars can't be choosers. And then Raw, oh man, Rollins and Ambrose. I don't care what anyone says. These guys need to be headlining Raw week in, week out, because that's all people want to see. Of course, Lesnar's going to be off the show for a bit, but just have these two on there, man, because the Cinder Block was wicked. The Cinder Block was fucking wicked. And then the power bomb onto the chairs, bloody hell, come on, give off, man. But yeah, it was wicked, man. I enjoyed it. And then you gave me a good shout out as well about the journey to SummerSlam and the Paul Heyman DVD. Watched that, loved it. So that was a good shout out, Shugs.
I know, but I sort of watched half of it and I only watched the other half. Have you seen either of these, Steve?
Yeah, I've seen both of them.
Yeah, and it's just like they still why are they just sucking off Roman Reigns so much? Even in the DVD. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just and he's good.
It's because he's the chosen one now, isn't he? He's the one that's going to get pushed to the moon.
People are already starting to hate on him. People are already starting to give him the Cena treatment because they're giving him the Cena treatment. Do you see what I mean? So he's getting the backlash off the fans for nothing, really.
I mean, Rollins and Ambrose came across so well on that that documentary, so well, because they went so far back. From CCW, Dragon Gate, ROH, they went proper back, and then they got the people that managed those promotions on there as well to talk. So that was that was perfect. That was perfect. So I think right about now, Ambrose and Rollins, they're in the right places where they need to be, and they need to continue to work together. But we'll go back into that. But yeah. I'll go back to the question, Shugs. What do you think that they need to? How do they need to book this rematch between Lesnar and Cena for it to make the same kind of impact?
I think
because we got three options.
I think it needs to be closer to the first match that they had, but then a few different scenarios I've heard this week on different shows and different things like that. There needs to be some type of interference, or Brock needs to get a dirty win. I think maybe that, but maybe just even if it's just a Heyman distraction, or if it's something like that. I don't want anyone else. You don't want Rollins coming down and causing it, and then having a feud with Cena. So I just think that obviously you need to book Lesnar to win, but not as dominant as he was SummerSlam. Otherwise, Cena's just buried. Do you know what I mean? Cena's just gone completely. So I think a strong win, or just more like the first match, really. And then you get that Lesnar finish instead of where Cena hit him with the chain wrapped around his arm or whatever. Then Cena can put Lesnar away, and then just Brock wins dirty, really. Does something extra to get Cena done. So an F5 through a table, or an F5 on the outside, or something like that.
F5 off the top rope.
An F5 off the Titantron onto broken glass.
We're trying to kill this dude.
Oh, well,
this isn't CCW.
Right. Yeah. Well, we could. Yeah. Beggars belief that would be sick if that happened. But obviously we won't get that. But what was this fucking dash panel all about, man? Were they needed? Was this actually needed? Because it kind of felt flat to me. Right.
Steve.
No, I don't think. I think it would have worked better with Cena just on his own, to be honest. I mean, I can understand why they did it, to get big names on there to build to a big rematch, and they had a good split. I think Shawn Michaels said Cena wasn't winning, and then Flair didn't want the rematch, and it was just a good split. But as with Cena, he gets a lot of hate for his promos, but in this sort of situation, he's more than capable of hyping this match up by himself. And also going back to what Shug said about the rematch, I think a good way to get Lesnar over even more, have an evenly booked match, but have Brock lock in the Kimura and have Cena tap out. If you have Cena tap out, that would be put over huge, and then you can build Cena back up. It's you can have Cena think, how can I do this anymore? And then just build him back up and do a sort of a Cena's redemption sort of storyline leading up to Mania.
Fuck, man, I didn't even think about that. Have Cena tap out, the guy that never gives up. He gives up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought might happen at SummerSlam, because I thought the best way to put him over, put Brock over, beat the streak and have Cena tap out in back-to-back matches. But I think they did a good job in putting Brock over on SummerSlam anyway. They didn't need to tap out, but I'd like to see it happen at Night Champions.
So what about the promo then, the Cena promo? Because was it good enough? Did it have, did he need to make a bigger statement, in terms of the promo that he did?
I don't think he quite. The bit at the end I didn't quite understand. I'm not gonna beat Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna beat his ass. What does that even mean?
It's like, are you gonna tell him to bend over? Like, like what?
Yeah, it's just, and I think it was the typical Cena problem of he took the biggest beating of his entire career, and then he had a week off the week after, and he came out same old Cena next week. No signs of injuries, and they played up to the fact that he was suplexed sort of like 18 times or whatever it was, and he just comes out fit as a flea, hyping up the rematch. I think it would have done good to like have his arm in a sling or a neck brace on or something. I had that in a wheelchair.
Just something.
Yeah.
Shugs, what is the deal with Ric Flair? Why is he here? Like, has he like forgotten where his fucking room is in the old people's home and just like took a wrong turn? Like, what is this dude on?
I don't know. Like I was saying, I think I might have said to you that this would have been better as like a round table panel. So if it's like a 30-minute episode on like the WWE Network with these Hall of Famers talking about they were Michael Cole, do you know what I mean? Maybe it would have been good. They're talking about Night of Champions, or they're talking about Cena, whether he can come back. But as the beginning of Raw, it didn't make sense. They didn't really. What did they speak about? 3 minutes, and two of them buried him, and one of them bigged him up, and that was it. Like it was just shit.
Just no need, man. No need to start off Raw like this. Anyway, let's move on from this shit. Let's go on to the next segment, which was Rusev versus Swagger. Shugs, I mean, they're continuing with this feud. Swagger has looked really good in the ring, which I like. But, has this feud kind of brought Swagger back into the fray, being as, they keep using non-finishing?
Not really, because he just looks... He doesn't look very strong. Like, he looked strong until they had to have some type of finish in the match. And then he's just gets beat down all the time. He showed that he can live with Rusev. So I think it's done. Like now, I think they fought like too many times. There's been too many matches, and he hasn't looked like winning really. Yeah. He gets the ankle lock on, and he's not going to win. And then you're just waiting for Rusev to like just break out and
kick him in his throat.
Exactly, yeah.
Steve, does Rusev's gimmick like carry weight after this feud? Because obviously it's at the height of this kind of USA versus Russia thing. So will it carry weight after this feud? And if it does, will it end with Cena at Mania?
I mean, to be honest, I think the logical place for him to go now is to challenge Sheamus for the US title. I can't understand why they haven't done it yet. I mean, he's been pretty over for the last sort of 3 or 4 months, really. And, I think they'd go quite well together. Mm-hmm. I mean, even if Rusev won, he could rename it the Russian title.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that I would love that. That would be a really good idea, and that will get some really.
The thing is, though, when you build up someone like Rusev, you've got to know what your end game is. What is the payoff for this whole sort of like undefeated streak? If it's just to feed him to Cena at some pay-per-view and have the streak end, then he'll just be back in the mid-card doing Vladimir Kozlov stuff for the rest of his career.
Could you just imagine him though floating around a US title? Like, or just having the US title, spitting on it, throwing it on the ground and bringing out this new Russian title. That would just be so joke. But I digress. Let's move on. Next segment was Cesaro versus RVD. Steve, this was built as, a number 1 contenders match for the US title. Nice little match, but what do WWE do with RVD? Like, he's off again now. And surely this spot could be given to someone else, like on NXT.
Yeah, I just can't see the point in why they're bringing him back. I mean, Has he even changed his gimmick since 1997? Has he even changed his act since 1997? I mean, it's all well and good seeing him every few months for the nostalgia, but he's been phoning it in for the last sort of like 8 or 9 years, to be honest, hasn't he? I've got no desire to see RVD in a WWE ring ever again, to be honest. I just can't see why they keep on bringing him back.
Yeah, I mean, but the one thing that kind of baffles me, Shugs, is like, what has happened to Cesaro backstage? Because this guy is eating shit right now, like, and you know, I don't know if they'll even build a notable feud with Sheamus out of this, like, you know, because this seems like just filler.
Yeah, I just think that he's sort of like up and down though, really, isn't he? He's not like eating shit every week. He has the odd win, whereas like when it was someone like Ziggler, you know, Ziggler was eating shit every single week. But then Cesaro's still getting put into matches and still getting put places, but then they're still not doing anything with his character. You know, so they're sort of like using him where they need to be, but not actually pushing him or not actually giving anything decent.
Yeah, so he's like a lighter version of not eating shit, so he's like drinking piss.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing with WWE at the moment, although, you know, we've got all these young talent, look at NXT, man, we've got Adrian Neville, right? You've got El Generico, you've got Kevin Steen, Kenta, and, you know, Prince Devitt coming, like, all in there now. This is crazy. Now, you know, that on one end. But then you've got talented guys like Cesaro just stuck, man, just there, just not doing nothing, right? I really do hope that when all the rest of these guys come up, they actually have ideas of what they're going to do, and they're going to create some kind of a mid-card, because right about now, this is just stupid, man, and they're wasting time, and they haven't got money to waste anyway, so they just need to work from within, really. But let's move on to the next segment, which was Paige versus Natalya. Shucks. And, you know, WWE introduced Paige, obviously all wrong, you know, when she got brought up to the main roster, but I quite kind of like, you know, her kind of heel persona right now and the way she's kind of doing it, you know, and her aggressiveness in the matches and stuff. But what's your thoughts now that time has gone on and we've got kind of a few months under our belt with this feud with AJ?
Yeah, I think they've sort of done like a restart without necessarily taking her off TV. And I suppose they needed somebody to put her up against as well. So they put her up against AJ, and now she's the heel, really. Although both of them seem to be playing the heel character, which doesn't seem that great at the moment. But I think this suits her better, you know, because we wanted her to be the anti-diva, and she never truly has been the anti-diva. So I think this is the best we're going to get with her at the moment. But I think her being aggressive in the ring and having this aggressive style suits her much better than just being I'm 21, this is my dream, you know, and I won the title. This is much better.
Yeah. Steve, you know, back to the match. Paige previously lost twice to Natalya with, you know, distractions, but she wins this with a Paige turner. But what the fuck happened when AJ came out, like, and started teasing like Brazzers on TV?
I'm really enjoying this feud, to be honest. I'm really liking it. I mean, at the end of the day, Paige is only 20. She's 21, yeah, so 22. She's going to be around. 22. Okay, she's gonna be around for a few years. This isn't the only feud these two are gonna have. I think this could be the new sort of Trish and Lita feud. They'll keep on revisiting it every couple of years. And yeah, I mean, when AJ kissed her hand, I just like the mind games these two are putting on together. And I'm liking the way. You don't know which way the title's going to go. I wasn't expecting Paige to win the title back at SummerSlam, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see AJ get it back in Night Champions either.
Just traded it back and forth.
It's good. It's good to have like a series of Divas matches where you genuinely don't know who's going to come out with the title.
Mm-hmm. All right. So next, after that, we got Usos versus the Dust Brothers, Cody Dust, whatever you want to call them.
It was the Seth Rollins segment next, wasn't it?
Seth Rollins. What, backstage with Kane?
No, the eulogy. Or was that after?
No, you're right. Yeah, it was.
Fucking hell. I've been off for 3 weeks.
All right.
Fucking shit.
You fucked up.
I deserve that. So the eulogy. Wait, the eulogy? I swear that All right, I'll get back to the eulogy in a minute because I wanted to tie that in with the Reigns and
Paige,
Kane and Rollins match.
It's on my notes as well. Paige, Natalya, Dean, Ambrose eulogy.
Oh, I actually wrote it in the... You know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about this shit. Right. Because I obviously wrote it in and I didn't write it on my notes. So, yeah, I fucked up. Steve, would you decide to do my chant, please?
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
All right, there you go. Got that under the wraps. All right, cool. So let's talk about the eulogy then. Sugs, you know, Rollins obviously coming out now, doing this eulogy for Dean Ambrose. It was the perfect thing to do in terms of obviously what they were trying to say last week. Obviously, it's the best thing to have him off TV now. He's obviously doing the, he's doing the movie and stuff. Having Kane involved with this, and Roman Reigns as well. Sorry, Roman Reigns. Having Roman Reigns involved with this, is this the right kind of filler for Reigns to be in before Ambrose comes back?
Well.
Or was it too quick? Did they go too quick for Reigns?
No, I think that, Reigns sort of put himself into the picture, really, didn't he? So I just think that what else is he going to do? Really? The thing with Orton looks like it's done at the moment, or they've had, he beat Orton. So I think it's a good placeholder, really, until Ambrose comes back, and then they can sort of splinter off again after Night of Champions. Because, they reckon that Ambrose is advertised for the Raw after Night of Champions, but they reckon he might be able to do Night of Champions. So whether they put him into like a 2-on-1 handicap match and then tell him he's got to find a partner, and then we get Ambrose comes back at the pay-per-view, something like that.
Yeah, because that garners a better pop than if they announce that Ambrose is tagging up with Roman Reigns.
They'll probably announce him, won't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, knowing them. Steve, I just love the way Rollins, as soon as Reigns comes down, Rollins is like getting his ass beat and he is flapping around like Shug says, like a fish in a boat. Like, this guy is getting fucked up. Like having that kind of, added soda, it works, doesn't it?
You can tell that someone backstage has said, right, Reigns is going to beat you up and you have to sell like an absolute bitch for this guy because we're pushing the moon. I think anyone else, he wouldn't have sold that much.
Yeah, no, you're right. Definitely not. But it works. And as I'm keeping Reigns involved with Rollins, it keeps that underlying Shield thing still there, because I don't think we could ever forget about the Shield.
It makes sense that Reigns is now going after Seth, because when they broke up, it was Seth that hit Reigns with the chair. Reigns was the one who got smacked with the chair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So initially, when that happened, I thought Reigns was going to go after Rollins, but it turned out to be Ambrose, and now Ambrose has sort of like gone away for a few weeks. There's time for Reigns to come in and feud with Seth.
Yeah, I just like the way that they're keeping the Shield, in the memory. Like, obviously, Reigns, when he's doing his shit, we're not thinking about Shield. But as soon as Ambrose and Rollins are fighting, you still got that Shield memory there. And now with Reigns coming in with Rollins, it's still there. And it just shows the impact that Shield has had on WWE in the short time that they've been there. Right, let's move on to the Usos versus Dust Brothers now. Steve, we get two babyface teams, all right, against each other, which meant the crowd didn't know what the fuck to do with either one of them, and one team needed to be heel. Lo and behold, Dust Brothers make the turn. Did this surprise you, and what did you think of this decision to turn them?
It didn't surprise me because I actually watched this a few days later and actually knew the results, so it didn't surprise me. But I think if I was watching it live, it would have. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just think there's better ways to turn them heel rather than just sort of like just attack them after the match. I don't know why. They got these like crazy characters. Just do something a bit different. I just wonder what the big plan was with the Dusts, because when they turned up, no one knew what was going on. I thought that Cody was going to turn Goldust straight away, but that hasn't happened. They've been around for a few months, and they'll probably have a match with the Usos at Night of Champions, but after that, what happens then? Does Cody turn Goldust and then they have to feud, or don't know? I
don't know. Shugs will tell you they have fucked with this booking of them so much. Like last year or whenever it was earlier on, it was last year, wasn't it? They were the best thing. They were the best thing. They were the best thing about a pay-per-view. They were the best thing about Raw, and now they are eating cosmic shit. like literally. But what did you think of the match in general before the turn? Did it flow as two baby faces, or would it flow better when the Dust Brothers work as heels?
Yeah, I think it'll be better when they work and they're using, like heel tactics. I just think that this heel turn just needed to come, like really, So we've been waiting for it to come, and like now it's here. I think it'll be better for the whole division, really, because you can't have face teams just fighting against each other all the time and then like shaking hands after the match saying like good match. Nobody wants to see that.
I think that the Ascension are in because at the takeover it's Ascension versus Kalisto, who is fucking sick, alright, and Sin Cara, or Sin Hunico, and it looks like they'll take it down, so the Ascension will get called up. So it looks like the Usos are probably going to go into a feud with the Ascension, which I think should be good. But yeah, we will see. All right, so let's go into the next segment, which was the Brock Lesnar interview. Now, Shugs, gotta love Lesnar in these pre-recorded interviews, man, because this guy just does not give a shit.
No, he doesn't care. I think it's just great. Like, this is the best way. Obviously, if he's not gonna be on TV, just to have him involved, like, have him always on there, have him always saying something. So him just doing these little comments, and this is what he's like, this is what Brock Lesnar is like. So I just think that it's brilliant. His sound bites are great. So whether Paul Heyman's giving him a bit of scripting help, or whether this is just pure Lesnar, I think it probably is just pure Lesnar, and it's just fucking, it's like comedy gold, like when he said he was going to leave him in a pool of like urine, vomit, and fucking whatever, and blood. Yeah, it's just brilliant.
I love the fact that they allow him to swear, because it just adds it just adds with the beep. It just makes him look so crazy. And I just love when he went, what did he say? He said, I don't know what your daddy was telling you when you're going to bed at night. Oh my god, like, it's just, never give up. Like, I just love it. And that's the best, when he's not live and he's doing that recorded stuff and he's got time to just be a badass, you know what I mean? Just be like, I just don't give a fuck about you, and I'm just going to say whatever. I just love that. Steve, obviously Lesnar, won't be on TV every week, but, is this the best way to have him, maintain his strength, maintain his aggression, to have him be like this with Cena, with everyone?
Yeah, I mean, if he's not going to be around every week, then the smart thing to do would do more things like this, do more sort of pre-recorded interviews, have him, follow him around with the belt and just see what he's doing, and just have him just really disrespect the company. And yeah, I just love the package. I just love the package. And when he said Brock felt humiliated that Cena would even ask for a rematch, that put over what an absolute arsehole this guy is, and just what he thinks of himself. I just loved it.
I don't know why I was thinking this like a couple of days ago, but as soon as I saw Lesnar did the interview and how he was and stuff, I think, right, a good kind of like backstage segment or something where someone asks him a question he don't like, right, and he picks up the interviewer, whether it's Tom Phillips or whoever, F5s them, and then looks at the camera and says to the cameraman, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And picks up the cameraman and just F5s him, and all you see is just the camera. You just see the camera just getting twirled up, like, and then on the floor the camera's just there, and all you can see is Lesnar just walking away with Heyman. Like, I just want to see bare anarchy, just messing up everyone, because they're booking him like that now. So hopefully, they kind of keep him strong. But again, let's move on. Ziggler versus Sandow, right? And at this moment, Shugs, just play my music. Alright, now you know when you are fucked, yeah? When you have to imitate another wrestler on the fucking current roster. What is that? You are fucking me. This guy is so talented, alright? Sandow is he's eating more than shit. Hey, a current wrestler on the roster. What kind of fucking bullshit is this? I'm sorry, Debbie, but you are taking a piss now. You are actually taking a piss. Fair enough, Sandow says yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir, gets up and does what he has to do because he wants to be on TV. But the fact that he has to imitate another wrestler, which isn't the WWE champion, taking a fucking piss, mate. Shugs, what do you think of this? This quick squash match for Ziggler. What do you think of Sandow, man?
Well,
I mean, all previously it was good, the previous stuff, because he's imitating other guys. But to imitate The Miz, the ball bag.
I think, like you said, like, you know, it could be worse. He could be not on TV. So, if he wasn't on TV, you know, then we'd be saying, where's Sandow? So, this is what he's got at the moment, you know. And he's still doing a good job, even though it's terrible.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel sorry for Sandow, man, because he's just so talented, you know, and he's just getting wasted. I reckon he could have brought credibility to the IC title with a long reign, you know. If you look at the Honky Tonk Man when he had his long reign, like, everyone hated him, and he was so smarmy about it. And I could just see him having a long reign, saying, you know, with Sandow saying he's too smart, you know, no one has the intellect to beat me for the IC title, like, and just something like that. But Steve, you know, quick squash match for Ziggler. How do they keep the IC title strong with Ziggler now? You know, do they take advantage of the no WWE champ on the show and just highlight the IC title?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I mean, just try and promote him as the main title holder. I mean, it'll just totally play into the show off character. Ziggler's a decent. He's not a great promo, but he's a decent promo. And yeah, just have him work with, like, maybe the upper mid card, maybe someone like Seth Rollins. Have someone like Seth Rollins saying, I've got the money in the bank, I'm guaranteed to be world champion, but in the meantime I'm going to take your IC title as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I hope that they do highlight the IC title, because that, like you said, with Lesnar being off, they have been doing some really good matches for the IC title. They have been. It's not like, say, they've been loads of like squash matches or anything for when they've defended the IC title. It's been really good competitive matches. So, you know, fingers crossed to keep doing that. But let's move on to the Marmite segment of the show. All right, the Bella Twins. Shugs, this segment, yeah, was just like either you liked it or you didn't. So what did you think about it?
I thought it was brilliant. I just thought that I thought it was like, obviously, like Nikki Bella. I thought it was her best mic work because she's just being a bitch, like, you know, and she just got to just be a bitch. But I just think the Brie Bella is terrible. She is absolutely terrible. And yeah, I just think that yeah, I thought it was just really good. And then they started scrapping and stuff, and that looked fine. I just thought it was a decent segment for these two, considering like they're actually really bad.
I mean, the way Jerry got involved was sick. I love the way she just like, get your hands off me, old man.
It was great when she got on his face. It was brilliant.
And she fucked her up, man. And I only your sister would allow you to fuck you up like that, like. But she was going in. Steve, Brie, like Strick said, is awful. But, you know, has Nikki done enough in this feud now, what she did on Raw, to carry the weight, or will it suffer without Steph?
It definitely suffer without Steph, because Steph, in my opinion, is the best bloody heel in the company. She's brilliant all night. But I think they've got enough between them to take this feud a bit further. I mean, yes, the acting was awful, but to be honest, like I always say, wrestlers train to be wrestlers, and they don't like go to acting school or whatever. So you're not expecting them like Oscar-winning performances. So it's a little bit annoying when someone like Brie Bella comes on, but you just got to look past that and look what's best for the feud.
I mean, Nikki's tone is a lot better than Brie's.
Yeah,
Man.
And I love when she was talking about Daniel Bryan. I was thinking, now that Total Divas is coming back, why not bring Cena into it? Because obviously they're together, and maybe have her ask the crowd, why do you cheer Daniel Bryan and boo my boyfriend, and maybe bring Cena into it.
Yeah, especially if Cena's not doing nothing. Alright, let's go into Reigns versus Kane and Rollins, which came out of, you know, the whole eulogy segment. Steve, what was your thoughts on the way Reigns is being booked? Because, he's had very little singles matches, and I'm kind of worried, Shugs has said before, but I'm kind of worried that the fans will turn on him if he isn't just kind of left to his own devices in a certain way and not mega pushed down our throat.
No, that's always the danger. When someone's chosen for the mega push, it's always the danger that fans will turn him. I mean, Reigns is the weakest in ring of the three Shield members. I mean, he's very sort of Cena-esque in his offense. He's got his Superman punch. He's got his spear. He's got the apron drop kick, and it's just he gets beaten down for a bit and does the big comeback. And I don't think since Reigns debuted, I don't think he's had a really great one-on-one match yet. Rollins and Ambrose have had 4 or 5 probably.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm still waiting for that one Reigns match, which makes me sit up and go, okay, this guy is the real deal.
Shugs, do you reckon that they would definitely go with, the whole tag team match at Night of Champions?
I think it's the next step, I suppose. If they can get Ambrose back in time, so like if the movie wraps up when they expect it to wrap up and everything, then why not bring him in? If they're gonna book the handicap match for Night of Champions, then I think it'll be a good one. Where they say Reigns, you have to find a partner, but nobody's gonna want to partner you because of like the Shield destroyed everyone, and then there'll be no one for him to partner, and then Ambrose comes out and gets like a big pop. And you can imagine Rollins losing his shit when he sees Ambrose. I think it'll be good.
What do you think the payoff will be then? When would the payoff be, do you think? Because I can, I can't see it paying off this year, because for some reason I can see maybe Ambrose, maybe Rollins talking about, oh yeah, he's going to win the Royal Rumble, go to WrestleMania and still have the briefcase. And then Ambrose eliminates him from the Rumble or whatever. Or could you see a payoff this year, maybe ending in some kind of a steel cage match or something?
Well, I think it's going to need to be a pay-per-view, but which one, I'm not sure. Whether it'll be at the Royal Rumble, because surely they can't stretch out to WrestleMania. That's like a long time. So I'm not sure when they're going to have the actual payoff, but that's going to be like a big match.
Yeah, well, when we do our fantasy booking in November, we'll be able to kind of see a bit more clear cut and who we're going to pick for, who's going to be, who's going to win the Rumble, and who's going on to WrestleMania, and what the WrestleMania card will probably look like. But all right, let's move on. Bo Dallas. Actually, no. You know what? I just got to mention. I ain't talking about no fucking What is that? What the hell is that? Slater Gator. The worst kind of... Fuck off. Just fuck off. Segment 10, which is Bo Dallas versus Kofi. I don't even know what the hell, Bo Dallas is doing. The lizard-looking motherfuckers. He's still about. He's still running around doing his little thing, Steve, He's going into a feud, looks like, with Swagger, because Swagger came out, gave him, the bomb or whatever. Oh, I love that. Slater's gonna slate. But yeah.
Nothing Slater.
What do you think they're gonna do with Bo Dallas? Where is that going? Because it seems like I'm hearing on the dirt sheets that he is not in people's good books right now. They're kind of down on his gimmick.
Well, that's the disadvantage when you book an undefeated streak gimmick for someone coming in. You got to know what the payoff is and what to do afterwards. And I don't think they had a bloody clue what to do with Bo Dallas. They had the streak, which lasted for about 2 or 3 months. R-Truth beat him. He lost a couple more. I know he's won a couple more. And he was just floating. They got no idea what to do with him. And he's been in a few segments in the last few weeks, popping up backstage and telling people to don't stop Bo leaving. And that's something good that he can do. But there's no real now that the undefeated streak is gone. There's nothing really much for him to do.
And he's still shit.
And he doesn't. And it doesn't help that he's not great in the ring.
And he I swear he's added another role to that gut.
Thing is though, when he was in NXT, that long title reign, that's when the whole Bo Lee thing came about. The payoff was always going to be him losing the title and then coming up to the main roster. But when you do the same thing on the main roster, when you lose an undefeated streak, where do you go from there? There's nowhere really you can go.
Yeah, I think WWE, they've messed things up, man. They've made people way too gimmicky. And I really hope the new guys, they better not gimmick Prince Devitt, because I'm hearing that he'll just be called Fergal.
I've heard that he's gonna be able to keep his face paint.
That will be sick, because that gimmick is sick.
Obviously nothing copyrighted or anything, but no. I've heard his face paint will stay.
Steen, he needs to be booked as a major heel, fucking people up, and just no gimmick, just a badass, just literally just a badass choking people out, almost like how Taz was, but better booked in terms of it's Taz. It's just one of those things. Right about now, I am gonna get on the show. I would get on, but I think he was sleeping. Zach McGibby, so I'm gonna get him on. He is the host of Raw is Gibby, so let me get this guy on. So we add his 2 cents. Right. I know we're coming to the end of Raw, but geez, I'm gonna have to book this guy on again. But let's just wait for him to come on. But yeah, anywho, I mean, we're talking about Kenta. You can't gimmick Kenta. Like, you can't gimmick Kenta, like, at all. That would just be the stupidest thing ever. Like, it's just, I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, and
they haven't got the best run with them booking Japanese guys, have they?
No, they haven't. And then again,
Kenzo Suzuki, just like that.
What about all right, Kenzo Suzuki? That's a good example. All right, people. Right, I'd like to introduce you to Zach McGibby, the host of Raw. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you?
I'm good. Better late than never.
Yeah, I know. Just woke up, so.
The first Canadian ever to be on the show.
Yeah, feel good about that.
So what you been up to? How you been, man?
Trying to think here. I've been, I've just joined, WrestlingShock.com. That's where my, stuff is. So, and I'm doing columns there. So, that's just a little bit of stuff I've been doing recently. Gonna have a column out, as I'm recording this later, tonight. Stuff's going well.
Again, I appreciate the fact that you've got up early. I know you're probably catching a couple Z's, that's probably why you was late, but it's all good you're here now. We've gone through pretty much most of Raw. We're coming to the end of Raw, but I just want to find out what was your kind of take on how Raw went. I mean, we're just about to talk about the main event, so what's your thoughts on how Sandow's being booked at the moment?
I think the way that Sandow's been booked, Sandow has immense talent, in my opinion. He's got a good in-ring ability. He's got obviously some great promo skills. The way he's been booked, obviously, I don't think I think he's being underpushed, really. But it was kind of interesting the way they were doing this gimmick where he was playing many different characters. And I thought it was kind of creative with the stunt double for The Miz. Mm-hmm. But I don't know where else this is going to lead to for Sandow. So I'm not really too sure about if this is way that Sandow is going. If it's the right thing for Sandow right now. Mm-hmm. I think he should be pushed a bit more. But yeah.
All right, and then also. Cena and Brock. Okay, now the way they booked the match was at SummerSlam was really good, but now they're going to kind of struggle, I think, in terms of kind of getting across the same impact. But how would you book the rematch at Night of Champions?
If I were to book the rematch at Night of Champions, I would have it where Cena's kind of having trouble. Because I was thinking maybe more like a redemption story with John Cena. Like he was beat so hard, and then all of a sudden he just starts losing. He's not the Superman that people thought he was, and he starts showing weakness, and, Paul Heyman, could pick that out and start tearing Cena apart one by one. I don't think you have at Night of Champions, I don't think you have Cena losing as badly as he did at SummerSlam. I don't think they're going to do that either. But I still think you're going to have, like, Brock Lesnar domination. You're going to see Cena try and come back, but then I think Lesnar's going to retain. That's how I would do it. And then I do some sort of story with Cena just looking for redemption, starting to dwindle down because, rumors have it that Cena's going to be going to have a bit of a limited more schedule. That's the rumor going around, obviously. But maybe you play off of that and maybe have Cena just being like, I need to think about a few things for a while because of the Brock Lesnar beating, and you start to have him lose a bit more, and that could help put over other guys. And then you can finally have some other wrestler where he starts to really hit his downfall, and then you finally you find maybe another wrestler, I don't know who, but that could lead John Cena back to the top, you know what I mean? So I think a redemption story should be in line for Cena, in my opinion.
Nice. That's what we kind of were talking about earlier. All right, people, I'd like to welcome to the show M-Rod, Professor TNA, that's right, Michael Rodriguez.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. This is what's tough for these American bros. You got to try to get up.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, it's all good. I mean, like, Zach is obviously from Canada, so he had the same problem as well, but it's all good because I appreciate the fact that you guys are getting up at like 6 a.m. to be on our show. So, it's all good. You made it, better late than never. I just hope that your mind is straight because I know you're facing off against Steve for the Beat the Clock challenge.
It better be.
Oh, God. All right. Well, let's just go back to, the segment before the main event, which was Bo Dallas and Kofi. Shugs, what the fuck is happened to the new faction with Kofi, Woods, and Big E? Because it's just non-existent.
It's just been put on ice. I don't think they're just not doing it. I just think they've just put it back and waiting for the right time. Because they've been appearing at house shows and different things like that, but I think they're waiting for the right way to deliver it, the right way to put it over, and for the right time to do it. So I don't think they've stopped doing it. Do you know what I mean?
All right, so let's go into the main event. All right, Cena versus Bray Wyatt, and for once in a long time, Shugs, it's two rants. Play my motherfucking music, man.
Twice.
Bray Wyatt. Bray fucking Wyatt. You're gonna feed Bray Wyatt to John Cena. Of all fucking people, this guy is, again, one of your new guys, might be one in the future, and you're gonna feed his ass to John Cena to fuck up, to make an example of. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and then where the fuck did the Big Slow and fucking Big Mizark Henry come from? What's that all about? It's just the booking is shocking. It's so shocking. They have so many other people, all right, on the show that they can use to make John Cena fuck up. So many other people. So many. Well, then again, they don't have that many heels. So again, that's a problem there. But what are you doing? It's just so dumb. And then you have fucking the Wyatt family losing, the last couple of weeks in a row. It just don't make any sense. Mike, did they do enough to make us think, a rematch is even warranted?
That, to me, basically, they just did the same thing that they always do with John, and it didn't surprise me one bit. It is sad they threw Bray Wyatt to the wolves, so to speak, even after I heard that it was supposed to go the other way instead, have Bray come out of it with momentum. But it's pretty much the same old song and dance right now with John Cena, and I think he's probably going to take the title back at Knock, as unfortunate as that is.
You reckon he's going to take it back?
I think he's going to take it back just because it seems that they're pushing it that way, and if Brock actually, retains, I'll be the first one to be as surprised as anyone.
Wow. That's the big statement there by Emrod. Jeez, because I thought that Brock Lesnar would just be just retain. But Zach, in terms of Bray Wyatt, how does this affect the Wyatts? Because I feel like Bray has been booked bad for a while. He's like just the future talent is fucked before it even begins.
Yeah. Well, for the impact on Bray Wyatt, it's definitely tremendous. Just the way he's been beaten down in that main event, which I agree with you, was just a very bad decision in my part. In my decision, I think it should have been a different guy. If you're gonna do that, maybe you can't have a rising star in that spot to be absolutely destroyed. You have to get someone solidified in that spot. So like Orton or Kane or someone like that to really take that beating. Then that would have been a bit more. It would have been a bit more substantial. But for Wyatt, this really has a tremendous impact, because now it's starting to show that maybe they have nothing else to do for Wyatt right now. So I'm wondering what Wyatt could do to really regain his momentum, and the Wyatt family in general, because Luke Harper and Eric Rowan were considered to be tag team champions going into SummerSlam. They were considered to be the next tag team champions. So, and then that didn't happen, and so now the Wyatts are just kind of stuck where they're left with nothing to do, and Wyatt is probably going to continue his feud with Jericho, as far as I know, unless Jericho's leaving before Night of Champions. But yeah, this really impacts Wyatt tremendously, and the momentum that Wyatt has is probably gone for now, anyways.
But yeah, Steve, Shugs, you want to add anything else to the end this segment?
No, I think they've said everything I needed to on that one.
I just think it was just disappointing, really. Like Cena come with that big clothesline, and it's like Bray couldn't get up, and then it just didn't look good. If they were trying to do the opposite, I don't think they did. It was like it took Harper and Rowan to save Bray from getting a beatdown from Cena. That's the way it looked, and it was disappointing, I think.
Okay, all right, then that's the end of Raw, people. So let's go into the Raw rating, please, out of 10. So Shugs, Raw rating, please.
5.
5. Steve?
Yeah, I'm going 5 as well.
Mike?
And 3.
3. Zach?
I'm also giving it a 5.
5, okay. Right, so let's just go to the Raw feedback then from the seg heads out here. All right, so I'll start off with Michael Cook, the Cookie Cutter podcaster himself. The commentary was the worst yet. Nobody calls the match. Nobody mentions during the RVD and Cesaro match that RVD was destroyed by Orton last week on SmackDown. The main event was the biggest pile of super twat Cena shit I have ever seen. He did not sell one bit of a beatdown he received from Lesnar only a week ago, and has made the impact of SummerSlam main event pointless. He made Bray Wyatt look like a Virgil and Tito Santana style jobber in this match, and I have lost all interest in Bray Wyatt, in the Wyatt family. I would have not minded if he did this on the go-home show against a Randy Orton or even a Triple H before Night of Champions, but not this soon after SummerSlam and against Bray Wyatt, who has some sort of momentum going after beating Jericho. Only good parts of the show were Cesaro's promo, Rusev versus Swagger match, eulogy of Ambrose, and The Miz and his stunt double, Damien Sandow. Main event pissed me off so much that I'll rate this 3 out of 10.
Billy Johnson just got a picture of Dean Ambrose, and it just says not impressed. Michelle Berry, this week's Raw was very disappointing. The segments didn't live up to much. Bray has been fed to Cena was wrong, but WWE continued to book Bray after coming off a big win against Jericho. They once made Bray look like he needs henchmen when they should be letting him go alone. 2 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. Then we have Dazzy Lee. He just says, well, you asked, to just put a picture of someone with their head in their hands, just like, oh no, this Raw was shit. And then we have Anthony Walker saying that Raw was a big disappointment, boring, 1000%, 3 out of 10. And then finally, we finish with Joshua Smith saying a very poor Raw. The handicap match and in-ring segment shows how unready Reigns is to be the guy. Didn't get why the Hall of Famers were there and why Cena was acting like he was. Bad acting segment from the Bella Twins. My highlight of Raw was Swagger attacking Bo, 3 out of 10. And then Steve kind of just, you just reacted to this by just playing my music. So it's all good. All right, so that's the end of the feedback. We're going to go to a break now, people. So make sure you come back because we'll be back with Smackdown in 60 seconds. Sugs Stunners, the Segue weekly poll, Beat the Clock challenge, which is Mike versus Steve, and in the words of. So don't you miss it. The Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Every Sunday, bringing you 100% news, 100% banter. We give you no less than 100% every week. Interviewing the best and up-and-coming wrestling talent there is in the world.
Hi, this is Ring of Honor superstar Adam Cole.
Hey guys, this is Justin Rosero from the Place to Be podcast.
This is the People's Princess, Nadia Sapphire.
Hi, this is Rob Shammerger. This is Shiloh Jones.
Hi wrestling fans, this is the Alpha Female.
Hey guys, this is Jay Tuck, formerly known as WWE's Tyler Rex. Hello, pro wrestling fans. This is pro wrestler the Brian Kendrick, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue. The Sunday Segue.
Sunday Segue.
Sunday Segue.
Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Sunday Segue Wrestling.
The Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. This is Jake the Snake Roberts telling you, if you don't know it, you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Keep doing it, or else. Trust me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is your boy Kinny Killa. I am here with the Goddamn Sugar Shugs, Steve Dawson, Mike Rodriguez, and Zach McGibby. So right about now we're going to go into Smackdown in 60 seconds. So roll with it,
So
Shugs.
we get Roman Reigns against Bray Wyatt. Wyatt looking to bounce back after being squashed by Cena on Raw. Takes it to Reigns, gets some offense in, but then we get Reigns jumped again by the Wyatts outside, and Big Show and Henry come down to help. RVD against Rollins. They show RVD somehow got a win on main event against Rollins. Count out win again. So we get RVD misses a frog splash, gets thrown into the turnbuckle twice, and then eats a curb stomp. Paige versus Emma. Paige makes Emma tap out quick. Out comes AJ with a box of chocolates. Paige eats one, then spits it back out at AJ, and then I think AJ like ate the chocolate or some shit like that. It's rubbish.
Oh.
Lana talks about Russian men being like virile, like Putin, and then we get Swagger comes out again for another Swagger versus Rusev. The usual shit: ankle lock, escape, ankle lock, escape. Then we get a towel thrown in by Bo Dallas, and then he sweeps the ankle and causes Swagger to lose, and then he tells Swagger to Bo leave and hits a running Bulldog. Kane makes a match with Sheamus. Miz versus Sheamus, and then we get Usos versus Goldust and Stardust. Quick roll up by the Usos for the win, and then the Dust beat them down. Then we get Miz against Sheamus. This is just shit. Miz Day loses again. Then we get Big Show, Henry and Reigns versus the Wyatt family. Spear on Harper for the babyface win. Fade to Black. Smackdown shit.
Fucking hell. There we go. Alright people, you better run because it's time for Sugs Stunners.
Job of the week, Damian Mizdow.
Shit, you said that quick.
Move of the week. Was there any good moves? I can't think of anything good.
Any curb stomps?
The curb stomp was okay. Nah. Move of the week, the spitting of the chocolate by Paige. Wrestler of the week, Heath Slater.
Heath Slater.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Slater's gonna slate.
Oh fuck. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Oh my god. All right, people. All right, so it's time for the Segue Weekly Poll. Now, this week, the question I asked was, should Dean Ambrose be given the mega push to the top instead of Roman Reigns? Now, 58% of you guys said that yes, he should be, and 42% of you guys said he shouldn't. Now, we got some good responses here. Some people said no, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, or someone else who has been in the company a long time should. They also said Ambrose and Reigns are awesome and hopefully face against Corporate Kane and Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. Then we get Chad B. Rotten Broughton. All right, now Chad, you know I love you, brother. But man, you do know how to pack a punch when it comes to feedback, because this guy wrote 2,000 words in a response to this. Wow. And the thing is, and I know what it is, because he likes to express himself and he likes to just kind of just write everything out and just get it all out. So I will read this, not now, but I will read this next week by itself, because this is fucking beautiful. So yeah, there you go. Zach B. Rotten Broughton. Make sure you check him out, the TRN. And someone also said Reigns looks like a star, but is not either ready on the mic or the ring. So I'm just going to go through you guys. Zach, what's your thoughts on this question? Should Dean Ambrose be given the mega push instead of Roman Reigns?
Well, the crowd reaction, he should be getting a bigger push than Roman Reigns. In terms of actual character, Dean Ambrose shows a hell of a lot more character than Reigns. And Ambrose is a lot better in the ring than Reigns. He essentially has all the things better than Reigns. Just the look isn't really, well, he's got the look, but he's like not a big guy, and Vince doesn't really, he wants guys that, have that look, and Reigns is exactly that guy. I find Reigns' moveset very limited. I also find that Reigns, obviously his promo skills aren't very good. The moves that he does in the match does get a pop in the crowd, so I think that's why they're going to continue this push with Reigns. But other than that, yeah, I think Ambrose should be pushed ahead of Roman Reigns, but yeah, that's my thoughts.
Shugs, what do you reckon?
I don't think it's going to happen, but I think either of them deserve a bigger push than Reigns. But that's not how history has shown us it's going to go. The best wrestler is not the one who always gets the push. It's the one he's got the best look, you could say, out of all three of them, and that takes you a long way. He's got good heritage, he's got the best look, so he's going to get the push, and he's going to get forced down there through.
Okay, Mike, yours as well.
Yeah, me, I don't think it's going to happen either. But Dean Ambrose has everything you can look for right now in a successful money-making star in today's modern era. He can sell merchandise. Those hoodies look pretty cool, so I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those. He's got the story with Rollins, the backstory, and people are interested in that. He puts on entertaining matches. He made a lumberjack match interesting. How's that possible?
True.
So that's my piece on it. Why I think he basically should. He's got everything, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Steve, I know your thoughts, but just relay it, please.
Yeah, it's one that could go either way for me, but I voted no. I just think that I love Ambrose so much. I don't want him to become a victim of the over push. As we were saying earlier, Roman Reigns is getting the mega push, and we're already seeing signs that the fans could turn on him. But so to be honest, I'd rather see him in the mid card for a couple of years. Build himself up, and then have him in the main event in a couple of years.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Right now, people, we are going to go to the Beat the Clock Trivia Tournament. That's right. It is the first of the quarterfinal matches. It is Mike versus Steve. So I hope you guys are ready. Mike, seeing as you woke up not too long ago, you get the choice whether you get to go first or second.
I'll let him go first.
Okay, so Steve, set A or set B questions?
All right, let's go for set A.
Set A. All right, set A. Okay. So, are you ready?
I'm ready, Kenny.
3, 2, 1, go. Mankind won his third WWE title in a triple threat match at SummerSlam with Triple H and Austin, but who was the special referee?
Jesse Ventura,
Correct. Where was the Big Boss Man build from?
Cobb County, Georgia.
Correct. The first three-way ladder match between the Hardys, Edge and Christian and the Dudleys took place at which WrestleMania?
16.
Correct. Who managed Sid Justice when he first came to WWF?
Oh, Harvey Whippleman,
Correct. Whose finishing move is called Starship Pain?
John Morrison.
Yep. Who is the next in line in this IC title sequence? Savage, Steamboat, Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, that was Ultimate Warrior.
Correct. How many WWE titles has Kane won?
1.
Correct. Sting tagged with the Ultimate Warrior early in their career, but what was their team name?
Oh, God, it was Something Warriors.
It's over.
Oh.
It's over. It is over. Okay, so you got 7, I believe. Not quite as the top scorer like Mike did when he went 8 versus 8 with Tony Walker in the last round. But
no pressure, Mike.
No, yeah. So Mike, 8 to win. All right. So
Okay.
Let's reset this clock. All right. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Bret Hart beat Austin at WrestleMania 13 in a submission match, but who was the special referee?
Ken Shamrock.
Correct. Where is the Undertaker build from?
Death Valley.
Correct. Who contested the first Hell in the Cell match?
Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker.
Correct. Who managed Farouk when he first came into the WWF?
Ooh. Pass.
Whose finishing move is called the Gory Bomb?
The Gory Bomb?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. This is what happens when you wake up early. You can't.
You can pass. You can pass.
Yeah, pass.
Who's next in the IC title sequence? Mr. Perfect, Texas Tornado, Perfect again.
Damn. Pass.
All right. How many WWE titles has Razor Ramon won?
None.
Correct. Ron Simmons teamed with Butch Reed early in his career, but what was their tag team name? It's over. It's over. It's over. That was close. But I believe Steve has taken it down. Steve has taken it down. Well done, Steve.
Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more.
So Steve goes into the semi-finals, I believe, to face the winner out of Sugs, I think. And is it Sugs or is it me? No, I think it's me. Yeah, I think it's me and someone else. Me and Joshua Smith. Yeah. So you got into the semi-finals, mate. So you could be facing me. So let's just go through the questions. So the one which Steve didn't get, which was Sting tagged with the Ultimate Warrior early in their career, but what was their team name? Anyone know?
Dingo Warriors?
Nope. Close though.
Oh man.
It's the Blade Runners.
Oh,
right.
Wouldn't have got that. Never
I
heard that.
didn't even remember that.
The Ultimate Dingo Warrior. So
I think that's what I was thinking of.
and then on Mike's questions, let's go down. He got the Bret Hart one right, Death Valley right, HBK Undertaker. Who managed Farouk when he threw their breath? Anyone know? It's gonna shock you. Zach, you know?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
All right. It's Sonny.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Sonny.
Oh.
Sonny.
I think I chose the right questions.
Whose finishing move's called the Gory Bomb?
The Chavo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chavo.
Ooh, Chavo. Yeah, Chavo. Who is next in the IC title sequence? Perfect, Texas Tornado, Perfect. Who's
Bret
next?
Hart?
Yeah, Bret Hart. Yeah. And Ron Simmons' team with Reed, what was their team name?
No idea.
It was Doom.
Oh, Doom.
Yeah. And the manager was Holla, Teddy Long.
Tag team match.
Sporting a Kalkani coat and a do-rag. Love the 80s. Love the 80s. All right, so there you go. So Steve's taking it down. Well done, Steve. Right, so right about now, I am going to hand over to Zach McGibby so he can spend all this time plugging the shit out of his show. So over to you, Zach.
So, yeah, you can check me out on YouTube. I have a Raw Post Show and Friday Night Talk Down Raw Post Show on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. We go live there. And I also have Friday Night Talk Down. That's also at 7 o'clock p.m. going over the big news and rumors going on in the wrestling world, WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, Global Force Wrestling, all that. And as I said earlier, this show, we partnered with WrestlingShock.com. So a lot of my videos are there as well. And I'm also writing columns for them, and so check that stuff out. So yeah, that's all I have to plug.
Nice. All right. So I just want to thank everyone for coming on. It was the return of me and Shugs coming together as one again. So I'm just glad to be back. Kinny Killa is hitting the building for good again. So I just want to thank Zach again for coming on. We'll definitely get you on again, man, because I want to get your full range of what you think of the WWE. So we'll definitely set that up again. I know it's early, so I appreciate that so much. So we'll definitely be shooting the breeze again. Also want to thank Mike Rodriguez. Again, I know how hard it is for you to get up and stuff like that. I completely understand. So it's all good. I'm just glad that you managed to make it. And again, you will be on again soon, and we'll talk about that as well. So again, Mike, thanks.
All right, no problem, man. Thank you.
Also want to thank Master of the Top Rope Elbow, Steve Dawson. Constant on the show. He will be on again soon in the semi-finals of the Beat the Clock Challenge. So yeah, thanks, Steve.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Can't do this without the goddamn Sugar Shugs.
Yo. Always a pleasure. Getting up early, doing the thing.
Did you miss me?
Like a fucking hole in the head.
Just how I like it. Heel Shugs, just how I like it.
Like a fart in a season bag.
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't any other way, Shugs. All right. Now we're gonna finish off with In the Words of, the first In the Words of in a long time, and I can't wait to bust this one out. In the Words of is from The Rock on Raw in 9 addressing Kane. So in the words of The Rock, finally, The Rock has come back to Hartford. Kane, you think you impress The Rock when your music hits? All the lights go out, you got fire coming out of the post, fire shooting out your ass, you got fire coming out of everywhere. And then, all of a sudden, you're doing jumping jacks because you're happy because Kane couldn't talk? Well, Kane, The Rock says this. He is giving you a good present tonight because The Rock is in the mood. You come out here because The Rock has got a little something for you. He's going to give you this microphone right here so you can talk in front of all the millions and millions of Rock's fans. And what I want you to do is take your little voice back gimmick, stick it to your throat, and say this. My name is Kane, and I am a Rudy Poo candy ass. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, and if you don't like that, you can choke on that, slap nuts. Woo!